So I just saw the movie called Architects of Denial, which is about the Armenian genocide. Saw it here at the Americana brand Pacific Theater in Glendale, California, which is a good place to see it because this is home to a large population of Armenian-Americans. If not the largest, I think it might be the largest population outside of Armenia itself. And most of them are Christian, I think, if not all. So the movie documents the genocide of Armenians by the Turks, which the Turks deny to this day, and which the American government pretty much denies, at least denies using the word genocide, or refuses to use the word genocide. And I think it's a tragic thing that we don't recognize it, but at the same time, I think we should, I don't know if it's so important that we declare it to be defined as a genocide as much as we recognize it as being a major tragedy of world history. But to call it genocide, it becomes a political matter, which has political ramifications, which is why some people want to refuse to acknowledge the obvious. Yeah, it's complicated, that's for sure. Maybe it should be framed better. It'd be better to frame it as a issue of Muslims persecuting Christians, because that's probably more what it is about at heart, rather than it being an ethnic thing. Even though, yes, it was mostly Armenians who were killed, but was it that the Turks wanted to kill Armenians, or that they just wanted to kill Christians? And Armenians are probably the few representatives of Christianity in that area of the world. And I'm just talking because I don't know any of the facts of the matter. So if I'm saying something ignorant, I confess. So I'm going to start studying this issue a little bit more closely. I'm not Armenian. I am a Christian. In that case, if it was against Christianity, it would be a major act of terrorism, really, against Christians, which were mostly Armenian in this part of the world. Whatever the case may be, we should show our thoughts and prayers and condolences and compassion toward the Armenian people. One problem I have is that I've had a few experiences with Armenians here in Glendale, and they haven't always been positive, because some Armenians look down on white Americans and think of, you know, the so-called average white American as white trash. I've been treated like that by Armenians before, so even though I come from a pretty educated background, and actually I'm Dutch American, so I'm not just, you know, so-called average white American with no pedigree. And I have a BA, MDiv, so I'm educated too, but that's the problem, is in stereotypes. So I acknowledge that there's a problem and there was a genocide myself, and I urge compassion and the acknowledgement of it, but at the same time, I just also encourage Armenian Americans to try to be nicer to us average Americans in general. Hear our prayer, Lord, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.